Here's kind of a rundown on my 94 IDI turbo. And here's all my other trucks. But so I got this one through a trade. I traded my 85 F350, had a 6.9 IDI C6. It was a pretty sweet truck. It had gear render's overdrive, but unfortunately somebody had re-geared the Dana 60 with 456 gears, so that truck kind of sucked driving on highway and stuff, so kind of wanted to get rid of it. It wasn't exactly the truck I wanted, but it was the truck I got. And then once upon a time, a guy came along and he had no driver's license, but I didn't know that at the time. And we traded trucks. And well, now I have this thing. It's been abused quite a bit. It was a farm truck before this, but I mean, she'll fix up good. Here's my little setup with the turbo system. I took off the factory air box because it didn't work very well. This is the crankcase ventilation hose off of a first generation Banks turbo kit, and it just perfectly fit. And then that's like an emissions tube thingy for the air pump on a 460 for the Kelly converters. You can see back there is my downpipe, that Banks downpipe. It's pretty nice. I'm using mechanical oil gauges, boost gauge, everything. And this truck, I haven't driven it in a while. It's got some leaky injectors. This one I mainly run off of waste motor oil. Pretty good truck. It's got the Alcoas on it. I don't really care for the aluminum Alcoas, but you know, it's not like it's very hard to find a set of steels for some reason. That's my custom exhaust and my oil setup. It's just one of those Harbor Freight 12-volt pumps I hook up to a battery and pump from this into my fuel tank. Rust repair sticker. About the only thing that I got from Russ on here is actually the injector, or the O-rings for the return lines. Here's the interior. I'd pretty much gotten it like this. I've taken off the dash to fix some of the wiring, but it was already a keyless ignition. A crackhead actually made it a keyless ignition. Surprisingly, not the guy that I got it from. Somebody just tried to steal it one day, apparently, one night. Somebody tried to steal it twice in a week. And this is what they did to it, fucked up the entire ignition. So now it starts with this thing right here. But it's got the ZF5 and the rear end dually 410s. It has a limited slip in it, so it's actually pretty good for just being a two-wheel drive unit. Banks gauge cluster, all that fun stuff. But this is all gonna have to be fixed. My hazard light flasher, I don't know if it's because I'm either using too small of a gauge of wire or if the flasher is going bad or something, but I turn on my flashers, and if I keep them on longer than 10 seconds, it smells like burning electronical stuff, so I don't use them that much. Blinkers work just fine, though, thankfully. It's got these cool, see, it's with the one with the fold down and the cup holders. It's not a factory knob. That is off of a Pontiac Sunfire, and you know, it has a 5-speed, and I was like, well, I have a 5-speed and I don't have a shift knob, so I just kind of cram that on there and it works just fine. Unfortunately, the gearbox on this has a bad throwout bearing, so it makes weird grinding noises at certain RPMs, but I mean, I checked the fluid on it and there's no sparkly stuff in it, so either all the metal's gone or it's properly lubricated. I don't have to worry about nothing. Oh yeah, door panel, gotta love. Wasn't me, previous owner, but it works. Allegedly he has the door panel somewhere, but I made do with this and some zip ties. Flatbed has seen better days. Something is horribly wrong with the wiring on this flatbed, and I can't really see it from there, but the lights, the grounds are really bad, and the lights decided to melt because bad grounds. So that's fun. I'm gonna have to cut the wiring harness back from the cab and then rewire it all and maybe get rid of the flatbed. I don't know. I don't quite like flatbeds that much unless I'm hauling hay. Let's try and get this thing a start. Let's see if I will. Didn't even smoke because I have it on diesel right now. But pretty good truck, all things considered. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. People have been asking for this, and I finally got around to doing it, so there you go.